Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. Today I want to show you how you can showcase your APIs to someone remotely without using Azure, AWS, Google Cloud platform and all that because uh, like in Nigeria here, we have this problem with our cards. So even to use the free tier on Azure, you would have to put in your card information, your card details, and it's not accepted. So you keep getting issues like uh, you can't use prepaid card or or one thing or the other, which we all know that is actually annoying. You've built that beautiful API and you want to showcase it to someone. So it's not the end of the world. I want to tell you that there is a way around it. I you could easily use this method to showcase your or create a URL to showcase your API to maybe uh, a friend, a senior dev, or even an employer, someone you want to show your API to. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I'll be showing you everything from scratch. So, let's go to I use Visual Studio. You could use Visual Studio Code, but I use Visual Studio. So I created this simple .NET API. So you just have just to register maybe a student, their course, and then it just shows authentication. It protects the API with JOT authentication, and that's also what you do. You make sure that you send this to GitHub. You create a GitHub repository for it, which I've already done, and this is how you do it. Well, you know how to do it. This is for so now let's go to our GitHub. So in your GitHub, you go to repositories, wait for it to load. So I have it pushed here. So you click on it. So when you click on it, you come to this code button. You click on code and you create. Normally it will be on local like this. So you click on code spaces and then you create code space on master. And you wait for it to run or to open, to boot, to load, whatever English you want to use, they use. So let's wait for it to come up. Yeah, it was actually frustrating. It's actually frustrating not being able to access Azure free tier and AWS. So with this method, I'm sure uh, you'll be able to do it. So first things first, let's um, let's let's install. You would want to install uh, SQLite package. So you copy this, but I like to use a version that wouldn't give me problems. So let's just stick with version. Maybe at the time you do it, version 9 point. So let's stick with version 9.0.0. Maybe version 9.0.5 might work for you, but this is what works for me. So um, so let's install that here. Mm, Yeah, so you allow, I copy and paste it, enter. Yeah. So it's installing. It's installing. Yes. 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 Okay, done. We've installed that. So the next thing you want to do is to change, in my local project, I used SQL Server and use a connection string with that. So instead of that, I would use the SQLite. So I'm just using an SQLite because I don't have an SQL hosted anywhere that I can connect to. So I'll just want to use an SQLite to make it just for the demonstration purpose or showcasing it to somebody. It could quickly work. So I use this, copy it, come back to your program.cs, make sure you comment out this one that uses .sql. So you comment this out and then you paste this one. So when you paste this one, you make sure that you change this. This is student.db context. So you make it the same. Yes. So after doing that, you go to the next step, which is we don't need this because we are not using configuration settings to do anything. So after that, you don't need this. So now you install your .NET tools. Make sure you install it globally. So we install it globally here. Let's install it globally. Yes, so successfully installed globally. So after that, you could restart your shell. If you like, you can close it and open it again, but let's just restart our shell. So we reload our shell, and after that, we apply migrations. So let's apply migrations. Remember the tools you added? I think that already makes it easy for you to apply migrations. So you're applying migrations from your model to the SQLite now. So yeah. Okay. Says the name initial create is used by an existing migration. So we already have an existing migration. You know what I could do? Let me just delete my migrations completely. Yeah, maybe I have it from the one on my. So now let me run this initial create on this one. I could change the name, which should be easier, but let's just go this route. So done. So after that, you have to update the database. So you update, so .NET EF database update. So .NET EF database update. Okay. So apply all our migrations to our SQLite. Done. So when you've done that, all you need to do is now run your API. So you just say .NET run. You say .NET run. Yep. So it is listening on this port. So if I go to this port, connecting to the forwarded port. What port was it? I don't know. 58080. Okay. So I get this bookish whatever. So what you need to do is just to go direct to the Swagger interface. That, and voila, you have everything working just as it should. So let's test it. Let's register someone. Let's register someone. Let's register me. Let's register me. Say Eliojo. Let's just say 30. Let's course. I studied computer engineering. My username should be Eliojo. And then my password 12345 QWERTY. And let's register me. Okay, student registered successfully. So now the student is registered successfully. But if I go to check all students, it wouldn't do because it is protected. So we get uh, response status is this. So we get this because it wouldn't work until someone is logged in. So let's go and log me in. So let's try logging me in. What was my username? And what was my password? 12345 QWERTY. So execute. Yeah, so we have my how do I copy this now? Copilot, what are you doing here, by the way? So we have my token created for login. So we copy it and then we'll authorize it. So by saying bearer space paste it, authorize. So after authorizing it, we can now go and check all students. So execute, so we see all students. So you see, we have a student here, which is what ID, this computer engineering, password this. It has hashed the password for us. So let's say we add another student. Say, okay, who can we add? Let's say we add. Yes, add. Let's add. Saad is an old man. Let's make Saad 33. Saad also studied computer engineering. Let's make his username Saad. Let's just leave him with the same password and execute. So it said students registered successfully. And then, yeah, let's get all students and see. So you can see now we have Saad, we have this. So the beauty about this now is that you can copy this and send to someone. But now the problem is you have to make sure it is public. So to make sure it is public, you go to ports for people to be able to see. Here it's saying private. So you have to right click this, port visibility, and then make it public. So once it's made public, you could let's go to another browser. Let me use this browser, paste it here. So you're about to access a development port served by someone's code space. Yes. So you just continue. And you see, anybody with it can use it. So here now, if I say, let me try all students, try it out. Yeah, error, because nobody is logged in. So here now, let's try logging in. Let's log in Saad. And his password is 12345 12345 and then let's execute. So we'll copy this, authenticate add, Control C, authorize, bearer, this, authorize, close. So now let's go and see all the people um, here. So you can see, just like the other one, you have everybody here because the service is still running, the SQLite is still there. So that's all. That's how you can do it. So all you need to do is to share this URL. Make sure your app is running on CodeSpace. Share this URL to someone to check, and that's all. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it solves some of the problems and frustrations we're facing with not being able to access maybe free tiers on Azure, AWS, or Code, or Google Cloud Platform. So thank you and have a nice day.